Hi, it's Matt here for ushooter.com at NAB 2015. I'm with Michael from Andra now. This is the Motion Focus system that's sort of the mobile version of it.
Yes.
So for people who've never seen this before, what does it actually do?
So it works the same way as our scalable system, which you could put in a large studio, except we just use one source. You could run around with a boom pole with multiple sources, and basically it lets you run through the streets, and everything works the same way it would as if you were in a studio or on a film set. And so it basically is creating a zone, is what we call it, in this general area, and then any moving object or actor can just put a little pack that's kind of like a lav pack on their clip, and then one of these sensors, for instance, back here, and then we can project out to their eyes. You could put 100 points on their face and do a mask, live CGI mask. There's a lot of options. You could put one on your arm and project out to your hands. So it just allows you to create nodes and use the system as you normally would.
So how does this work, say, if it's going to get focused on my face, but I'm actually attaching it on the back of my shirt? How does it know that where my eye is?
It's providing 120 times per second. It's providing both orientation and position. So if I have it back here, and then we actually use sensors themselves to create them very quickly, then wherever I go in real time, we're projecting in 3 dimensions, and we can have various points as long as it's a rigid object. So if you had one of those for a car, for instance, you could make 100 points all over the car because the car's not moving. And it's interesting too, because if you say you put one of those on the floor somewhere, then this entire hall, as I'm running around, is, unless we get an earthquake and the floor starts to wobble, this is a rigid object. So you could have distant objects and close objects and just run around, and everything would be fine.
So this is really, taking it to another level here. A one-man operator could virtually do this sort of setup here if they're out there, because traditionally, remote follow focus systems normally require a second operator to work very well, and you need an experienced operator to get good results. This sort of system, even with a one-man band operation, you could set this up on your talent, calibrate it all, and get perfect focus every time. So we've just come out of the hall because there's so much RF and wireless interference there to give you a real-world example of how the technology works. So here's one of the little nodes here. Now I can attach this on any person or position or any object, then goes down via this wireless transmitter and then transmits over to that device. So I'll just put down the microphone and show you exactly how it works.